All right. So, hi everyone. Very good evening to all of you. I hope everyone is good. Okay. So, this is another session of CB Score Booster series. This is class 11th of it. And today we are actually going to cover next 20 questions, which is actually very useful for those aspirants who are going to prepare for CV, exam. All right. So, we are going to start with the questions only. The first question says, in the runner up to the Republic Day celebrations scheduled for January 2026, the government has recently announced a dedicated web page for youth competitions. Now you need to identify the correct combination of the portal which is going to be used, and is you people need to identify the launching ministry which is responsible for this particular initiative as well. Is it MyGov, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology? Is it My Bharat, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports? Is it eShram, Ministry of Labor and Employment? Is it National Youth Portal, Ministry of Education? या फिर उमंग, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology? Again, I'll be waiting for you people for few seconds only. You people need to respond it very quickly here. I want your quick responses, please. I'm again repeating the statements. Is it MyGov? Is it My Bharat, eShram, National Youth Portal, या फिर उमंग? Recently. All right. Anyone who would like to answer this question here? Anyone who would like to answer this question, please? Alright, so B, that is My Bharat, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, is the one which is associated with it. So remember, B exactly is the correct answer of this question. You can clearly see that as part of the Republic Day celebrations 2026, the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, through the My Bharat portal, has launched a dedicated web page only that is going to conduct national level of youth competitions, which is going to include essay writing हो गया, painting हो गया, slogans हो गया, signature competition हो गया. These are the competitions which we are actually going to organize. Which ministry is associated with it? Remember, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports is part of it, right? Along with that, which is the portal here? That is My Bharat portal, right? So this is what is the part of it, and this is something which is scheduled for Republic Day celebrations 2026 here. Okay, all right. Next question says, in an effort to arrest the decline in Parsi population, the government of India has launched Jiyo Parsi program as of August 2025, under which union ministry is Jiyo Parsi scheme implemented? Now again, very easy question for all for those aspirants who are having even basic idea about it. Is this health and family welfare, minority affairs, women and child development, social justice and empowerment, या फिर नीति आयोग? Again, they're specifically asking that in an effort to arrest the decline in the Parsi population, the government of India has launched Jiyo Parsi program, right? The government of India has launched Jiyo Parsi program, and you people need to tell me that it is associated with which ministry. Is it health and family welfare, minority affairs, women and child development, social justice and empowerment, या फिर नीति आयोग? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Alright, so Piyushi Goyal says B. Alright, anyone else? Perfect. So B exactly is the correct answer of this question. This is actually very obvious and very straightforward as well, right? Okay. So the population of Parsis, a notified minority community, which is under the National Commission of Minorities Act 1992. It has basically declined, right? From 1,14,000, it is now standing, or when I talk about 1,14,000, it was just in the year of 1941. Now it is just standing at 57,264 in 2011 as per the census data here. In order to arrest the decline in population and to just reverse the trend, the government is here with one of the initiatives, which is Jiyo Parsi scheme. It was taken into consideration in 2013-14. The agenda is actually very crystal clear in nature. It has been launched to reverse the trend, right? To just ensure or to preserve them here. The scheme is having three components, right? Because when I talk about these communities also, the government says I want to provide them benefits as well. I do not want them to just stay behind, right? I want them to contribute everywhere. I want them, to be part of the community, to be like a part of everything here. So medical assistance will be provided, health of the community, or when I talk about health of the community here, it is to provide financial assistance to the Parsi couples towards care of children and maybe dependent elderly family members also. Advocacy, just to create awareness about the benefits available under the scheme, is also something associated with it, right? And when I talk about the benefits here, they are actually going to be direct benefit transfers, right? So every benefit will be given to them, but that too through direct benefit transfer mode, right? And along with that, after proper biometric verification, after after authenticating everything, then only these services and then only these benefits will be provided here, right? So government is actually ensuring everything here. All right. Next question says, in December 2025, during a pivotal cultural announcement at UNESCO's assembly in New Delhi, which country became the first ever to have its entire national cuisine inscribed on UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage list? Is it France, Italy, Japan, Mexico, or China? Now, if you people remember, we have already done this news in our PIB, in our daily PIB. Which exactly is the correct answer here? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Which country became the first ever to have its entire national cuisine inscribed on UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage list? Perfect. Italy exactly is the correct answer of this question. So you can clearly see that UNESCO has actually officially recognized Italian cooking as cultural beacon and an endorsement that is hailed by the far right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and whose government has put the country's food at the heart of its nationalist expression of identity here. So that is the reason it is actually in news, right? Okay. Next question says, in November 2025, that is according to the PLF's monthly bulletin, the labor force participation rate for all persons who are aged 15 years and above increased compared to October 2025, that is 55.4 percentage. The LFPR in November 2025 stood at what? Is it 56.2 percentage, 55.6 percentage, 54.8 percentage, 55.8 percentage, or 55 percentage? Which exactly is the one? Anyone here who knows the answer? Anyone here who knows the answer? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Alright, so 55.8 percentage exactly is the correct answer. Now, if you try to see it, there's an increase here, right? That is the reason it is highlighted so much. This clearly says that by to robustness in the rural job market on account of Rabi sowing. Now, if you people remember, हमने इसको अपने daily PIB में भी cover करा था कि all of a sudden why employment is actually increasing, why unemployment is actually increasing, and why this November month only, right? And why there is so much of labor force participation rate is also increasing. And we discussed about women participation also, right? And that too why specifically in rural areas only, right? We just learned and we had discussed already several reasons behind it, right? Okay, so you can clearly see that India ka jo monthly unemployment rate hai, it has fell to an 8-month low, which is 4.7 percentage in November, according to latest PLFS monthly bulletin that has been released by NSO. This is the one which is showcased this, right? Along with that, you can just go through rest of the information also, again telling you this is super important, right? This data is important for every possible examination, even if you're the one who's preparing for RBI, NABARD, चाहे सेबी में भी जो है क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है? इवन इफ यू द वन हु इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर वेरी बेसिक और मे बी एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स आल्सो, जैसे यूजीसी नेट वगैरह हो गया, सो देन आल्सो इट इज एक्चुअली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? सो दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर जनरली आस्क्ड. ऑलराइट, next question says, the Indian shipbuilder that became a signatory to India-Brazil tripartite memorandum of understanding on Scorpion class submarine maintenance in December 2025 is what? Is it Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited? Is it Garden Reach Builders and Engineers? Is it Hindustan Shipyard Limited? Is it Cochin Shipyard Limited? Or फिर Goa Shipyard Limited? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Anyone here who would like to give me the correct answer? Alright, so Mazagon Dock Shipbuilder Limited is exactly the correct answer. A is the exact answer. You can clearly see that India and Brazil have taken a very significant step towards deepening maritime as well as defense relations to just strengthen cooperation with each other. Like, I'm just speaking in English only. Like, when did I use Hindi? I'm just speaking in English only. Alright, so this clearly sees that India and Brazil have taken a significant step, because when I talk about this particular aspect, right, basically one memorandum of understanding has been signed which clearly talks about what, that is Scorpion class submarine maintenance, And when I talk about the submarine here, this clearly shows that we are somewhere or another interested in defense, in strengthening defense, and maybe maritime sector also, right? So this specifically focuses on it only. This clearly says that memorandum of understanding has been signed between both of the parties, between the Indian Navy as well as Brazilian Navy also, and of course Mazagon dock shipbuilders for the exchange of information, which is all related to the maintenance of Scorpion class of submarines and the other naval platforms also, right? So this much of information is just more than enough from the examination perspective. Direct question can be asked in the paper. As informed to the Parliament in December 2025, under a commercial agreement with New Space India Limited (SNSIL), which Indian launch vehicle will place the Bluebird 6 communication satellite for US based AST Space Mobile into orbit? Is it LVM3? Is it GSLV MK2? PSLV? Is it SSLV or ASLV? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Is it A, B, C, D? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Anyone here who would like to give me the correct answer of this question? No one? Alright. So just remember, A exactly is the correct answer. Alright, so you can clearly see, correct. Ayushi have given me the correct answer. So ISRO has just lined up with the 7 launch missions by March 2026, which includes one to demonstrate home built electric propulsion system for satellites and quantum key distribution technologies, and of course the first uncrewed mission for Gaganyaan project. The first the first of the 7 launches is expected to take place in December 2025 itself, and that is the reason I've taken it. India's heaviest rocket, and that was a news also, right? If you people remember, that was a news as well. So India's heaviest rocket, that is LVM3, will place in orbit the Bluebird 6 communication satellite for US based AST Space Mobile through commercial agreement with ISRO's New Space India Limited, and of course that has been done here, right? Along with that, when I talk about the human rated LVM3 will soar into the sky early next year, which is carrying the first uncrewed mission of India's human space flight Gaganyaan with a robot, which is Vyomitra also, right? So this particular question can also be asked in the paper. Along with that, this specifically talks about 2027 that plan as well, where we're actually planning to send Indian astronauts into the low earth orbit as well. So that is what has been planned for now. Along with that, next year we'll also see that the India's first industry built polar satellite launch vehicle, which was PSLV, will also be put in, or maybe when I talk about that, will be put in orbit, ocean sat satellite. So this is also the next year plans here. So this is important. Vyomitra is important. 2027 plan is important. This is also something which is actually very important from the examination perspective. So it's a request to everyone to just go through this question, but along with that, go through this explanatory part also, because question can be asked from this explanatory part as well, right? Okay, next question says India and Jordan formalized a series of agreements to just broaden cooperation across priority sectors, which is including clean energy, water management, digital innovation, and cultural preservation during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 2-day official visit to the country. Identify the correct statement here. The visit was the first full-fledged bilateral visit to Jordan in 37 years. India is Jordan's third largest trading partner. The two countries set a target to enhance bilateral trade to $5 billion over the next 3 years. Which exactly is the one? Hi Amrendra, Radhe Radhe. Is it 1 only, 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 1 and 2 only, if it 1, 2 and 3? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? 7th question, please. Okay, so Amrendra says A. Alright, anyone else who would like to give correct answer of this question? Who would like to give correct answer of this question? Alright, so first and second exactly is the correct answer. Firstly, we'll just go towards the explanatory part, and then only we'll come towards the question, so that you get a clarity about it. Ayushi have given me the correct answer. So India and Jordan actually formalized a series of agreements just to broaden the cooperation, to strengthen the relationships as well, right? And that too into multiple of the aspects here. Now multiple aspects consist of futuristic aspects here. Clean energy ho gaya, water management ho gaya, digital innovation ho gaya, cultural preservation ho gaya. As Jordan signaled its willingness to just align with the major India-led global initiatives during the Prime Minister visit there. Along with that, Prime Minister visited Jordan, during in December only, and that too very specific dates on 15th and 16th of December, right? And of course, this is his first full-fledged visit to the country. Along with that, 5 memorandum of understandings basically have been signed in many of the areas, as I've told you earlier as well. Renewable energy is the one, water management is the one, cultural exchange, digital solutions, and twinning between Petra and Allura is also the one, right? Now, if you people remember, हमने इसके Petra और Allura के बारे में हमने अपने PIB में regular PIB में भी करा है. So if you want, you can just go and search about that particular aspect, right? Okay, all right. So this year is the 75th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relationships between the two of the countries here, and that is also one reason we are actually celebrating it, right? Along with that, like when I talk about India, it is one of the largest trade partners of Jordan, and we were specifically focusing on expanding that as well, right? So that is also one of the reasons behind it. I can clearly see that multiple memorandum of understandings has been signed between two of the countries here, that says memorandum of understanding on technical cooperation in the field of new and renewable energy, memorandum of understanding on cooperation in the field of water management, twinning agreement between Petra and Allura, cultural program or cultural exchange program is actually part of it, and letter of intent on cooperation in the field of sharing successful digital solutions is also part of it, right? Okay, next question says, in 2025, which airline retained the best domestic airline title at the Travel Leisure India and South Asia's Best Awards for the second consecutive year, that is based on the reader votes? Vistara, is it Indigo, Akasa Air, SpiceJet, or Air India? Which exactly is the one? Okay, anyone else? Very precise, very precise. So D, E exactly is the correct answer of this question. That is Air India, right? You can clearly see that Singapore Changi Airport has been voted the, now again, if you people remember, हमने इसको अपने regular PIB में भी करा है, ठीक है? So if you people remember here, so Singapore Changi Airport has been voted the best international airport in the world 2025. So they can ask you a question related to this as well, right? They can ask you one question related to this as well, that which airport has been considered as best of the international airport. Along with that, as per the report, readers, voters ranked Changi highest for overall experience, comfort, and facilities. Also, Changi Airport stood for offering. And when I talk about the Changi Airport here, it is just not about timely departures and arrivals here, but it is more about the structures there. It is all about how the infrastructure there. It is all about the kind of the presence they've actually made there, beauty they've actually made there, the kind of things which are actually there, which is super attractive in nature also. So people go enjoy it there. Okay, that is the reason it has been awarded. All right, next question says, in December 2025, to just boost. Hi, very good evening. All right, so to boost bilateral agriculture research and technological exchange, India and Argentina finalized a 2025-27 bilateral work plan, which two apex institutions exchanged the signed work plan on behalf of their countries. Is it IARI? Is it CONICET? Is it DARE या फिर Argentina? Is it NDDB या फिर INTA? Is it ISAR या फिर SENASA? Is it ICAR या फिर INTA? Which exactly is the one? Ninth question, please. Ninth question, please. Is it A, B, C, D, E? Okay. Ninth question, please. I think maximum people have already. All right. So I think maximum people have already given me the answers here. Perfect. E exactly is the correct answer of this question. So ICAR and the National Institute of Agriculture Technology, which is INTA, Argentina, has signed one work plan, that is 25-27 tak, to just strengthen the bilateral cooperation in agricultural research, capacity building also, and the technology exchange as well, right? Now, when I talk about the collaboration here, which has been established recently, which is specifically across natural resource management, sustainable agronomy, that is actually including zero tillage, mechanization, and micro irrigation and fertigation, crop and animal biotechnology, of course livestock improvement, production technologies just for temperature as well as tropical crops. Digital farming is also part of it, digital agriculture is also part of it. So basically what has been done is to bring changes in the agriculture, is to bring changes in the farming sector also, right? It actually focuses on a lot many aspects here. So that is the reason this memorandum of or when I specifically talk about this particular work plan here, it has been released, and this includes multiple parts here, right, just for bringing betterment in the farming sector. All right, so next question says, where is the headquarters of National Council of Science Museum located? Is it called New Delhi, Delhi? Is it Kolkata, West Bengal, Mumbai, Maharashtra, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, या फिर Hyderabad, Telangana? Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Is it A, B, C, D, E? All right. Anyone else? Anyone else who would like to answer this particular question? All right. Okay, perfect, perfect. So B exactly is the correct answer of this question. I think maximum people, maximum what? I think two people only have answered this question, but that is the perfect one, right? Okay, so Kolkata, West Bengal. When I talk about the NCSM, is actually headquartered in Kolkata, and it is having tasks. It oversees a national network of science centers as well as museums also. When I talk about the further insights here, it functions under the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, and it also manages prominent units such as Science City हो गया, Nehru Science City, Science Center हो गया मुंबई में. The focus is specifically on science communication, education, public engagement also. So like making things very very attractive in nature. In December 2025, while presenting India's 5G progress and trade performance before the Lok Sabha, Union Minister of Communication and DUNER Jyotiraditya stated that telecom exports have surged over the last 5 years. According to his statement, India's telecom exports rose from 10,000 crore in 2021 to what value in 2024-25? Is it 16,980, 17,200? Is it 18,406, 20,000? If it 21,500 crores, which exactly is the one? 11th question. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Perfect. So Shivam has given me the correct answer of this question. C exactly is the one, right? Now, what kind of question can be asked to you people? Now, remember that although I've made one question associated with this particular part, right? I've asked you this particular amount, but question can be framed on this amount as well. So remember both of the amounts here, right? You can clearly see that when I talk about everything here, he's the one who announced it and he is the one who actually specifically mentioned about it. He informed that India's ka jo telecom sector it has increased by 72% over the last 5 years. While when I talk about the imports, they've remained very, very stable at the same level. Now, these figures reflect the story of India's growth, self-reliance, and maybe success as well, right? So, responding to the question here, Union Minister, of course, answered that जो telecom sector है, right? जो telecom, exports है, they've increased here from 10,000 crore to 18,406 crore in 2024-25, right? Okay, so which is marking a 72 percentage, while imports have remained capped at around what, that is 51,000 crores here, right? So that is what is the correct answer of this question. All right, so you people can clearly go through this information as well. But when I talk about this particular information here, this clearly says that speaking about satcom, of course when I talk about this particular aspect here, it clearly says that a worldwide experience shows that areas cannot be connected through the conventional BTS and backhaul or through the broadband connectivity, optical fiber cables also, and can all be served through the satellite communications itself. So you can just go through this information also. Now 3 licenses are also part of it. Why I've gone through this particular information, because ye wala jo information hai ye bhi important hai, right? 3 licenses have been already issued to Starlink, OneWeb as well as Reliance also. And if people remember telecom sector mein, I told you this as well. That multiple changes have been done, and we are actually adopting international standards here so that we can meet the standards. और हमारा जो मेन फोकस है वो सिर्फ डोमेस्टिक इकोनॉमी के ऊपर ही नहीं है. हमारा जो मेन फोकस है वो इंटरनेशनल के ऊपर भी है, ताकि हम ब्रॉडर जो एस्पेक्ट्स है उसको अचीव कर पाए. So I'm specifically focusing on these things because question related to it can be asked, right? Because recently two changes have been done here, so that is the reason I'm like specifically mentioning this. Okay. In 2025, India achieved a major semiconductor milestone with the launch of Dhruv 64, which is inscribed as the nation's first 1.0 gigahertz 64-bit dual, core microprocessor for strategic and commercial applications. Now, which organization developed Dhruv 64 here? Is it IIT Madras? Is it CDAC, IIT Bombay, ISRO Semiconductor Laboratory? You have a National Informatics Center. Which exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Now, this is 12th question here. 12th question. Are you very sure about it, Rendra? Are you very sure about this answer? Are you very sure about this answer? All right. So first of all, we'll go through the explanatory part here. Then only we'll be coming towards this particular part as well, right? So this clearly says that Dhruv 64. Now what I told you, हमने पिछली बार बात करी थी 32-bit microprocessor की. And I told you that this is not like, although it's a success story for India, right? It's a success story for India. But if you just talk from the perspective of other nations here, so yes, other nations are actually moving on to the 64-bit microprocessor also, which is the strongest one, right? Just try to consider it as brain only. More the capacity, more chances are there to work in a very perfect manner as well, right? So you can clearly see that 64-bit microprocessor, dual microprocessor we are having, which is having multiple tasks, right? Exactly, which is having multiple tasks to do. Now the indigenous processor. This strengthens the indigenous processor pipelines also. Now this clearly says, now after the success of Dhruv 2000, Dhruv 64 here, the next generation Dhanush and Dhanush processor are now under development, and that is also going to be the success of for specifically India, right? Now remember that it is fully indigenous microprocessor which is specifically developed by CDAC here, right? Which is specifically developed by CDAC here, and that too under microprocessor development program. Now Dhruv 64 is the one which is all homegrown. That is also the reason we are celebrating it. Why? Because this is fully indigenous in nature. So just because of this particular property, right, we are also celebrating it. Along with that, this also says that Dhruv is built with a modern architectural infrastructure or features. It delivers high efficiency as well. And when I talk about the more capacity of it, it means it is having more capacity to work as well. Now when I talk about the performances here, this clearly see that key examples includes what? This is about the development or maybe expanding the indigenous microprocessors, other processors we are having, right? This clearly says Shakti, Ajit, Vikram 2025 and Teja is also part of it, right? So just remember that when I talk about this particular aspect, so CDAC exactly becomes the correct answer of this question, right? Okay. Next question clearly says, now you can just go through rest of the explanatory part as well, right? All right. Okay, so in a high profile diplomatic recognition on December 16, 2025, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was honored in Addis Ababa for his role in strengthening India's Ethiopia ties and becoming the first global head of the state to receive this particular award. Which Ethiopian state honor did he receive? Is it Order of the Nile, the Great Honor of the Nishan of Ethiopia, Order of Saint Anthony, the Apostle here, Order of the Lion of African Ethiopia, if in Nishani Ethiopia? Okay, so which exactly is the correct answer of this question? Perfect. So most of the individuals have given me the correct answer. B exactly is the one. The Great Honor Nishan of Ethiopia is exactly the correct answer here. You can clearly go through rest of the information as well. The award was conferred upon Prime Minister Modi in a very special ceremony hosted, at the Addis International Convention Center. Prime Minister Modi was actually conferred with the award for the award, for his exceptional contribution, which was specifically towards strengthening India-Ethiopia partnership and for his visionary leadership as a global statesman also, right? Okay, so next question says on December 16, 2025 in New Delhi, the Armed Forces Medical Services in collaboration with Dr. Rajendra Prasad Center for ophthalmic sciences here, AIMS, and the e-health AI unit of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare launched India's first AI-driven community screening program for diabetic, retinopathy. What is the name of that AI platform which is anchoring this program? Is it Naya Raksha? Is it Sandhu Netra AI? Is it Drishti Net, Retina Rakshak, या फिर Netra Saral? This is actually very simple in nature, right? Exactly, perfect. So, B exactly is the correct answer of this question. So, Madhu Netrayai is exactly the correct answer of this question. And along with that, even if you get a question related to AI role in human development, right? AI's role in human development, you people can mention about the healthcare as well. And of course, if you people remember, you can mention this as an example there, right? So, it is useful for multiple aspects. So the Indian Armed Forces, like when I specifically talk about the Armed Forces Medical Services, in collaboration with Dr. Rajendra Prasad Center for Ophthalmic Sciences (RPS) AIMS and the eHealth AI unit of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has launched one program, and that is specifically with the help of AI here, right? That is AI driven help. Specifically for community screening program for diabetic what that is retinopathy on December 16th 2025 itself. Now the platform actually facilitates automatic screening, grading as well as triaging of retinal images which was captured, and that is using handheld fundus cameras also, which is enabling trained medical officers, nursing staff and the health assistants also just to undertake community level screening as well. So this is just to simplify the entire process. Who has been elected as Chile's next president after securing 58.16 of the vote percentage of the vote, with more than 99 percentage of polling stations counted in December 2025? Is it Jos Antonio Cas? Is it Janity Jora? Is it Gabriel Boric? Is it Sebastian Spera? Yeah, for Michael Brachlet? Who exactly is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? 15th question. 15th question. Okay. Anyone who knows about it? Anyone else? Anyone else who knows about it? Anyone else who knows about it? Anyone else who knows about it? All right. No one? Okay, so A exactly is the correct answer of this question. You can clearly see the ultra conservative former congressman Jorge Antonio Cast has been elected as the Chile's next president, right? And I don't think that this kind of question is going to be asked in the paper, as a name exactly is the important, but I don't think so. They are going to ask you about the percentages as well, right? So if you are having capability, you people can just go through these percentage also. Otherwise, remembering name is also important, right? तो आप एक बार जो है ये जो पोलिंग स्टेशंस है और जो वोट है, यू पीपल कैन जस्ट गो थ्रू द परसेंटेज पार्ट, जस्ट ट्राई टू गो थ्रू इट ओनली, बट रिमेंबर द नेम, राइट? जस्ट ट्राई टू रिमेंबर द name here. All right, next question says, in a significant step to just deepen the bilateral defense cooperation, an Indian army contingent departed in December 2025 to participate in the second edition of India, like again telling you, that is the reason I specifically said, right? I'm not sure that direct question is going to be asked in the paper or not, but yes, you just remember the name here, because like mostly in SEBI kind of papers, क्योंकि जो फैक्टफुल क्वेश्चंस है, फिर जो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस है वही पूछे जाते हैं, ठीक है? और ये जो है थोड़ा सा हमारे पास नया भी है, सो इट इज ऑल रिलेटेड विद द लेटेस्ट वन. सो दैट इज द रीजन आई टोल्ड यू, जस्ट रिमेंबर नेम. Otherwise, there is no need to just go through votes and other parts also, right? Just remember the name for sake of not missing anything. All right. So, in a significant step to deepen bilateral relationships, right? Okay. To deepen bilateral defense cooperation, an Indian Army contingent departed in December 2025 to participate in the second edition of the India-UAE joint exercise being held in Abu Dhabi from 18th to 30th December 2025. What is the official name of this exercise here? Is it Yudh Abhyas Al Naga? Is it Desert Cyclone? या फिर Varuna? या फिर Desert Night? Which exactly is the one? Okay. Perfect. C exactly is the correct answer of this question. I think maximum people have given me the correct answer. You can clearly see that Indian Army contingent has departed for the UAE to just participate in the second edition of India-UAE joint military exercise, which is Desert Cyclone 2. Scheduled to be conducted in Abu Dhabi only. The Indian contingent personnel की जब मैं बात करूँ, we are having 45 personnel, primarily from which battalion? That is battalion of the mechanized infantry regiment here. Regiment here, and the UAE land forces contingent of the similar strength as well, right? And this is just to strengthen our relationships here and to increase the bilateral cooperations as well. Okay, so in December 2025, the World Health Organization, in partnership with the ministry, in partnership with the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India convened the second global summit on traditional medicines. What was the official theme of this 3-day summit, which is aiming at advancing the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Strategy 2025 to 34 here? Is it restoring balance? Is it integrating traditional with the modern biomedicine? Is it evidence, equity, and access in the traditional medicine, healing the planet? If it's science of life, Ayurveda to the world. 17th question. Okay. So I think there's a confusion here. We're having three answers, A, D, and E. Alright. Anyone else who would like to answer this question? Okay. So what I told you, if you people remember, हमने इसको regular PIB में भी cover करा था. And I told you, basically this is being done just to ensure that there is a balance between what that is modern medicine and Ayurvedic medicine also, right? Even if that is related to maybe skincare or maybe anything here, right? But the main aspect is just to restore the balance, restoring balance between what that is, modern science, modern medicine, and Ayurvedic means traditional practices also, right? So A exactly is the correct answer of this question. Remember, where this is a time of modern technology, where this is a time of modern science and everything, right? But along with that, following traditional things is also something which is very important, right? So A exactly is the correct answer of this question here. You can just go through the explanatory part as well, right? Okay, so this is what is in the news. And E nahi hai, Shivam. A exactly is the correct answer. You forgot about it. I told you, like I've given you this, it is actually clearly written here only. The theme is restoring balance, the science and practice of health and well-being here, right? So this clearly says. Now I think you've forgotten about it, but I gave you I gave you one example about the skincare, right? If you people remember, I gave you one example related to women only, right? Women, like specifically when I talk about the skincare, which everyone practices, men and women as well. When we are using a lot of maybe face washes and maybe serums and maybe like something else also, if we try to blend it with the traditional practices also, right? Maybe like kavla, maybe kansa, maybe muklip, like these are the practices which we follow. Then of course there will be blend, and of course that there will be blend in the beauty as well. All right, that was just normal example that I've like discussed with all of you. All right, so according to the PLFs, which was introduced by NSO, right? Exactly. Okay. So that was introduced by NSO just to provide continuous high frequency estimates of employment and unemployment as well, and unemployment as well. In which month and year did the PLFS commence? January 2019, June 2018, July 2016, May 2015, or April 2017? Okay, that is good. That is good then. All right. So what is exactly the correct answer of 18th question? Okay. Anyone else? Perfect. So April 2017 exactly is the correct answer. This clearly says that PLFS commenced in April 2017, which was marking a transition to continuous employment unemployment data collection with quarterly, urban, and annual all India estimates, later supplemented by monthly bulletins also, right? So this much information is just more than enough, right? Okay. In November 2025, the International Cricket Council announced its Players of the Month awards. Identify the correct pair of winners here for men's and women's categories, respectively, as recognized for that month's international performance. Is it A, B, C, D, E? Right? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Because the name itself are actually very huge in nature, so I'm just focusing on A, B, C, D, E only. Alright, so which exactly is the one? Perfect. C. Simon Harmon and Shafali Verma is exactly the correct answer. So C exactly is the correct answer of this question. And there is no need to go through rest of the information. There's nothing here to explain to all of you. This is actually a very factful question. So since you people already know about it, I'm actually not going towards the explanatory part here, right? But just remember it. Okay. So in a preemptive step to maintain comfortable system liquidity around quarterly advance tax and GST outflows, the Reserve Bank of India in December 2025 only doubled the size of its variable repo rate auction. What was the revised auction size that was being announced by the central government? Is it 1.5 lakh crores, 75,000 crores, 1 like 1 lakh crores, 2 lakh crores, or 50,000 crores? Which exactly is the correct answer? Perfect. 1.5 lakh crore exactly is the correct answer of this question. We can clearly see the Reserve Bank of India has doubled its liquidity injection plan to 1.5 lakh crore through variable repo rate auction, just to ensure comfortable liquidity in the system at the time of advanced tax payments also, right? All right, so we are done with the questions here. Thank you so much for joining the session. I hope each and every question is crystal clear to all of you, and I hope you enjoy the session as well, right? Okay, so all right, so probably this is the last session that is associated with SEBI here, and I hope that this is like whatever classes we've actually done, right? Whatever classes we've actually done till now, I hope you are having crystal clarity of everyone here. Again, telling you, still having any doubt, you people can just ask me in the comment sections, and you people can connect with me on my Telegram handle also, which is economy with pile, right? If you want to ask any doubt, maybe related to PDFs or maybe anything else, so you people can ask me there, right? This is economy with pile, so you people can join it. This is for all of the new joinees here, right? This is for all of the new joinees here. This is economy with pile. So in case you're lacking in PDFs, or maybe you're lacking in, or if in case you're not able to understand any of a topic for say, you people can contact me here. You people can of course approach me here, which is economy with pile, right? All right, so thank you so much everyone for joining the session. Thank you so much for responding as well, and of course good night, and take care of yourself and keep revising. Take care. Bye bye. Thank